we start off with tell us your name and what character you're playing in the show.
All right, my name is Sunil Prabhu.
My name is Amy Robinson.
Becca Yale.
My name is Wacky.
My name is Alan Lee.
My name is Brian Cutler.
My name is John Furtado.
Sarah Pinto.
Ben Leibowitz.
My name is Jared Palazzo.
I'm Sophia Smith.
I'm Nala Jaden Wu. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm playing Luke Castellan.
I'm playing a bunch of roles in the show this year. I'm a bus passenger, I'm immortal, I'm Zeus, and I think like 2 other roles I don't remember correctly.
I'm the immortal.
Amber.
I am a mortal and a dead person and a statue and a tour guide, museum tour guide, and a bus driver.
I'm playing James Brown.
Mr. Brunner. I play the part of Poseidon, which is a totally different character that pops up.
Gabe, and the voice of Kronos.
A half-blood, a fury, Bianca, and young Annabeth.
I'm playing a half-blood, a Mozart, and the farmer.
I play Katie Gardner. She's one of the Half-Bloods.
And I'm playing Percy Jackson.
And what does Luke Castellan do in the show?
The counselor of the Hermes Cabin, and he's one of the first people who takes Percy in at the beginning of the show, and narratively speaking, he is the character who shows Percy and introduces him to this world of this camp that he didn't know prior to it.
Well, the roles, Gabe is like the mean stepfather of Percy Jackson. And the voice of Kronos, he was like the god. And he only appears in dreams. I don't know much about him, but still.
Young Annabeth, that's in a really sad kind of plot twisty moment in the show, so that's been very cool to do. And the Furies are just awesome because we get to make this like huge scary creature, but yeah, that's been a lot of fun.
A Half-Blood is a kid, a teenager whose parents are, one is mortal and one is a god, which means that they get a lot of monsters chasing after them. So they all go to this camp called Camp Half-Blood, where they all meet up over the summer or year-round if you want, and they have a great time.
Great. And what are some of your favorite moments in the show so far?
So I actually like most sitting in the audience when other people are performing and rehearsing. I enjoy watching them find their characters and act and even singing. When I don't have to sing and I can let other people sing and perform, I love that. I love seeing them enjoy themselves doing that.
My test.
Oh.
Well, first of all, I think this book series is well loved by so many people. I know I grew up with them, and so many other people grew up with them, and people are still reading them now, which is a testament to the stories themselves. I know that a lot of kids who are neurodiverse find these books to be cool because Percy has ADHD and dyslexia, and so do all the other Half-Bloods. And so that already is a book with main characters who might have similar neurodivergencies as the reader. But also they're just genuinely funny. Like Percy is a very, very sarcastic character. So when you read the books, you really get that voice out of him. And I really enjoyed that. And this musical upholds a lot of the parts from the book that fans will really love. So I think if you are a fan and you're coming to see this show, there's a lot of Easter eggs in the script and in the show that people who haven't read the books just probably wouldn't even notice. But as someone who is a fan, reading the script, I'm like, oh, I see what they did there.
All the Half-Blood songs are hilarious because all of us are pretty well connected at this point, so it kind of feels like a good unit that we have. So yeah, so I'm loving all of it, every aspect.
One of my favorite parts of the show so far is the fact that I'm Zeus, because it feels like I have a main role, even though it's not really a main character.
What do you get to do as Zeus?
Just kind of stand like that, just like act like if I was like as if I was in the movie or something like that. Yeah. If you know what I mean.
What do you like about Open Door?
Well, I love Open Door Theater. It's one of the best places to do theater. And I've been doing a lot of theater in the past year. So I think Open Door Theater is one of the best ones I ever did.
It's really like the people that I get to work with. This is just such an amazing company. Like everyone's just so amazing. It's a very positive environment, and it's very accommodating. I love how accessible we are here to people with disabilities.
I've been doing this for probably close to 20 years. My daughter started before me. She was in Annie Get Your Gun when she was 10. And then I joined her a couple of years later with The Wiz. And she went off to college and left me. And I just stayed doing it. This is such a wonderful organization. And I've met all sorts of interesting people with different kinds of skills and abilities.
From the first day, the audition process is the most fun, laid back, relaxing, welcoming experience. And that sort of continues throughout. The directors in this show, we have two, are welcoming and sort of accepting of all different like questions and ability levels, and just encouraging the whole time. And that's just a great environment to be in.
So happy.
I enjoy it so much that I went to college and came back. I really like these shows. Most of the time, or most of my other theater experiences have been with like all teens in like high school shows or whatever, or junior high shows. It's all kids like your age. Being an Open Door means you get to be in shows with people of all ages, which is really neat. And I just really love the accessible portion. It's something that I stand by in my own life, and something that I love seeing in the community. Having theaters who put accessibility at the forefront and make sure that disabled people have a chance to participate in stuff like this, because I'm sure like it's really hard as a theater is so close-minded when it comes to the kinds of people that get cast, especially when you look on like Broadway and all the big things. Like if you're not like skinny and white and cisgender, like it's really hard to get parts. So, and then you extend that to like people of all marginalizations, it's really hard to get roles in mainstream stuff. So I love seeing theaters that do this.
This is probably the most professional. I mean, so this kind of just ties both together. It ties together the company as well as the show itself. I've never been in a super professional show before. I mean, and this is obviously still community theater, but relative to what I've done in the past, this is definitely a huge step up. And so, working with two directors, having rehearsals on a regular basis in a professional environment, and being around, like 50, 60 other kids, it's been really, really interesting and really fun. For the most part, the theater that I've done in the past has been, obviously enjoyable. I mean, I've been doing it for a while, but, much more casual and, in an environment where it was more about just the enjoyment of working with whomever you were working with, as opposed to this show where, obviously the communal aspect still takes some precedent, but more than that, it's, the kind of quality of the show. You know, the staging is much more particular. The you know, the little choreography that there is much more particular. We spent a lot of time on the music. It's just been, I don't know, in summary, a huge step up, I would say.
Well, I've been doing Open Door for 16 years, and they're like family to me. And I just love being on stage, you know, dancing, singing, and that is all I ever wanted to do.
There's a lot of new faces this year, which is always exciting to see because I remember being a new face and just immediately feeling welcomed in. So it's been great to be on the other side of that now, and I think that's been the most fun part of it, is meeting new friends as well as seeing old friends. That's always the best part, is the people along the way. So,
well, what I like about being in the Open Door production is the following: one, being and perform with with everybody in the cast and all that, like all cast members. Two, how would I say, like, and another reason I like being in the Open Door show is to act, and I'm very much into theater and acting and all that. So.
And what do you want to say to people who are thinking about coming to the Lightning Thief?
Well, please, you know, we just, if you wanna go see the show, please buy the tickets. You know, we're only gonna do four shows this year, not like the traditional like 7 shows that like the old ones. So, and we're performing outside at the amphitheater and at Nara Park. So please, you know, come see it.
Now, I am so proud of what Open Door does, and I'm so happy to be part of it. I've been doing this for probably close to 20 years.
I just hope everybody enjoys it. I think there's, like I said, so much to enjoy and something for everybody. So I hope that everybody has as much fun watching it as we've had creating it. So, yeah.
It's really amazing. Make sure you get a ticket.